What do you say? Episode number 49 of the Run-In Podcast. What's up? My name is Tommy Paradise.
It's showtime, folks. It's your boy DJ here in the rafters.
49, man. Almost a year. I was looking at the date today to figure out when our first episode aired. It was May 29th of last year of 2020. So we're getting close to that 1 year mark.
I think we wanted something, because we wanted something getting close to SummerSlam, I guess, right?
Our trailer says we're going to drop after the fully loaded. No, not fully loaded. Whatever the AEW pay-per-view is.
Double or nothing.
Double or nothing. Yeah, that's it. So we dropped after Double or Nothing. So here we are.
Double or Nothing's coming up. So here.
Yeah.
So there it is.
Almost a year. I can't believe it. Don't forget, guys, the Run-In Podcast is brought to you by Figure Collections. Check out figurecollections.com/shop to order all your Cella retros. You can use the code RUN10 to save 10% right there. He's got Dynamite Kid up for pre-ordered. A few Nick Aldis is left. Blue Meanie, Mind of the Meanie 2-pack. And then coming soon. Oh, Hayabusa is up there as well. And coming soon. I thought it was going to be up there sooner than it is. It's not up there yet, but it's coming. Bull Nakano. And I said her fucking name right.
You said it right. Look at that.
She's
put the
coming
right emphasis on the right syllable.
She is coming up for pre-order very, very soon. So keep an eye if you got your if you're wanting Bull Nakano. Now I just need to say it 100 times, so I keep saying it the right way. You know,
that's the way I learn names.
Don't forget, guys. Make sure you are following along on Twitter. On Instagram. The Twitter is at Run-In Podcast. The Instagram is at the Run-In Pod. The reason I'm stressing this, kind of talking a little bit slower so that you guys are paying attention, brand new partnership. We've been partners with this guy for a long time, but we just worked out a badass deal with Buy, Sell, Trade Toys. Weekly giveaway. We are going to be giving away a figure. Yep, weekly.
So 4 figures a month.
That's right. 4 figures a month. Thanks to Buy, Sell, Trade Toys. And we were talking today, and he was saying, what about a McFarlane? What about a retro? What about this? What about an Elite? What about this?
Damn.
Shooting all kinds of ideas. So one week, it could be a WWE Elite. The next week, it could be maybe a G.I. Joe classified or something he finds. Maybe something he acquires in a trade. Maybe a pop. Maybe something you're looking for. So here's what you got to do, guys. Let's get into it before I tell you what you got to do. You go on our Twitter page. Again, it's at, where is it? At Run-In Podcast.
Right.
On Twitter. On Instagram, it's at the Run-In Pod. So on Twitter, we're going to have a pinned tweet saying brand new episode and talking about and it'll have all the stuff we're talking about.
Right.
Retweet that tweet for us. Retweet that tweet for us. Everybody who retweets is going to be entered. And then on Instagram, share it to your profile or share it to your story, but make sure you tag us in it. That's the only way we'll see it is if you tag us in it. And that's, again, Instagram is at the Run-In Pod. Everybody who does that is entered. And this week, Adam Cole, WWE Elite Fan Takeover, Amazon exclusive. One of the hottest figures so far of 2021. Yeah, and all you got to do is mash that retweet button or share us to your story on Instagram or share us to your profile on Instagram. On Instagram, just make sure you tag us because we won't see it. We'll see it if you retweet on Twitter. But that's it. Every single week we're going to be giving away a new figure courtesy of Buy, Sell, Trade Toys. So check him out. You got to be following him as well, by the way, on Instagram at Buy, Sell, Trade Toys to win. So.
You can't miss them. There's no other buy sell trade. You won't miss it.
Nope. Good shit. We got a brand new website, DJ. Runinpod.com. Hit it up. It's basically just like a home for all of our stuff. You can find our YouTube super easy there, our Twitter, Instagram. Our episodes are up there. We are going to have a blog up there shortly. It's not up there yet.
Yeah.
And we'll keep adding stuff to it as we grow. So check it out. Runinpod.com. Let us know what you think. You can shoot us a message from there. Any kind of feedback or anything like that. So hit it up. Runinpod.com. I'm pretty proud with the the way it came out. And shout out to Zach Egolf for helping get that all squared away. Pro Wrestling Tees store. We got a ton of different shirts up there.
Yeah, we do. any style you can think of. Like
that's right. I rocked the Celtics one to Blitzkrieg Pro this past week.
I think before I go on this vacation, I'm gonna get the tank top.
Do it up. That's right. Tank top season's coming up. You need yourself a run-in pod tank top for the beach. I should order a few for my wife. It's prowrestlingtees.com/run-in-pod. Again, if you go to runinpod.com, you can get right to the store very easily. Also, don't forget to hit up the YouTube. I'm getting caught up on putting all our video episodes up to on the YouTube. It's youtube.com/the-run-in-pod. Run-in podcast. I'm sorry. And this week I had some time. I think I'm only one episode behind of the video version on the YouTube. So, and it's last week's version. This week will be up there. So those two should be up there in the next couple days or so.
See our mugs.
Last week and this week, yeah. DJ, man, I went to this Blitzkrieg show, this Blitzkrieg Pro show.
And welcome to any of folks that saw our name at the show and you decided to tune in. Welcome.
Right.
Welcome new listeners.
Our name was all over that main event. It was on the Twitch stream. Very good feeling. Very good feeling just, man, to be back in back to doing a live show.
Yeah,
back to being there's only 100 people there. But fine. It was still such a good time. And
yeah, that's fine.
Got to meet Brian Myers, VSK, Max Caster. Who else did I? Oh, James Storm was there. Had a lot of good fun at the show, and it was a great show. You can still watch it over on the major pod network Twitch feed over there. So go check that out. Great show to watch. I rewatched it, and even though I was there, I wasn't like, oh man, this is a tough watch because it is independent wrestling. It's still still easy to watch, still fun to watch. They've got another show coming up June 26th. If you're in the area, it's the 3rd annual Blitzkrieg Pro Luau.
All right.
JTG already booked.
Oh,
June 26th, JTG will be there. You can get tickets very soon at blitzkriegpro.net, and we're going to sponsor that show as well. So we'll talk more a little bit about that, more about the Blitzkrieg Pro show from this past week a little bit later on. Did want to say shout out to my buddy Jeff Guyette, who helped us out with getting some tickets for that because they sold out super duper fast.
I bet.
We've got Backlash, Wrestlemania Backlash coming up.
Coming up
this weekend. Don't forget to join the figcave.com Facebook group. You can join there. We'll be live. Actually, DJ will be live. I won't be there, DJ. I'm telling you right now. I have my hockey team is playing for the ship. We're playing for the championship at 9:30.
The ship. Look at that.
Sunday night. So we'll be hanging out. We'll be hanging out, and
we'll be on and make fun of you.
Make fun of me? You're gonna make fun of me? I'm not even there.
Sure,
dirty.
We do.
What do you got flowing tonight, DJ? You got the Vigilante Drip, man?
I do. So I got drip, and I'm also tonight trying. There's this V8 sparkling energy that I'm going to try. It's got veggies and fruit in it, of course. And this is the orange pineapple flavor. So I'm going to give that a shot while we're doing this.
I prefer my energy drinks full of chemicals and stuff that can probably give me cancer. That's why I have a Bang. That's a great plug for them, right? Great plug.
Cancer and
blue raz. I actually thought I grabbed a different flavor, but it's blue raspberry. And then I got my Pepsi Zero ready to go after that.
Man, this has 80 milligrams of caffeine, and and then just for a cup of coffee is 90. So
yeah. Well, Bang.
If I'm doing flips at the end of this episode, we know why.
The Bang, what does the Bang have? I think it's 300, honestly.
Damn.
Let's see here. I can't find it, which is not good. That it's
they don't even want to put it on the can.
Yeah.
Like, don't let them know this.
It's probably on here. I'm just probably not located. I don't know where the hell it is. Oh well, I just know it keeps me awake.
That's all that counts.
Where the hell do they put it? Vitamin B, calcium,
got like a
potassium.
whole diagram here, like, you know, like they
Vitamin
got like a whole
B.
like, there's like a whole chart here.
Now I'm kind of concerned because it's like total fat, total cholesterol, sodium, total carb, protein, vitamin D, iron, vitamin C, vitamin B6, magnesium, calcium, potassium. Where the hell is it? Oh.
They don't want you to know.
Yeah, this is like kind of concerning.
Don't be concerned, Tom. It'd be all right.
All right. Well, drink up.
Bottoms up.
Oh, man. So, guys, don't forget about the giveaway. Adam Cole fan takeover. All you got to do is hit up that Twitter and retweet our pin tweet, and then also share. Also, let me just say this too. If you're listening at like before like 9:30 a.m. East Coast time on Friday, the pin tweet is probably still last week's pin tweet. It'll probably be after 9:30 a.m. You're gonna have to go back into our Twitter feed and find it. Just because I don't really post about the show until about 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning. I know we have some listeners who listen as soon as it goes up. They listen throughout the middle of the night, or they're up super early to go to work. So check back around 9:30 Eastern time and get that and retweet that pin tweet for us. And you could be walking away with the Adam Cole fan takeover, courtesy of Buy, Sell. Choked. Buy, Sell, Trade Toys.
Trade. And then I'm going to add baby to that.
Yeah, hell yeah. All right, man. You ready to jump in the ring?
Let's do it.
All right. In the Ring is brought to you by our boy Buy, Sell, Trade Toys. He's on Instagram. All one word, Buy, Sell, Trade Toys. You can use the code RUN10 to save 10% at checkout. You can also, if you see something you want on there, you can just DM them and tell them, say, yo, bro, run 10. And he'll know to give you 10% off of whatever you're buying.
That's it.
He actually put up a bunch of Lucy's today, and some good ones, man. The Bret Hart ones. The Bret Hart from the Goldberg 2-pack with the U.S. title for $35. That's a steal. Ravishing Rick Rude SummerSlam Elite, $12. British Bulldog Elite, the new one there that came with Matilda, $20. Steamboat Fan Takeover, $20. Razor Ramon Hall of Fame, $20. Like a lot of good figures on here for cheap-ish. So $25 for Macho Man Ultimate Edition, loose with the world title, the world heavyweight title. So check out his page. Again, 10% off if you use the code RUN10. And he's the one providing the Adam Cole, baby.
Yep.
Fan Takeover Elite for us to give away this week. So,
boom.
All right. We didn't really do last week. We didn't really go into like 3 and 3. We didn't break it down for, in the rings, the part of the show where we talk about, what we're feeling or not feeling in the week of wrestling.
Right.
And this week, man, we went back to the 3 and 3. I've got 3 things. You've got 3 things. First thing I'm going to talk about on my list is the 2 out of 3 falls Kushida and Phantasmo match from NXT. Dude, I feel so bad that I understand like the ratings are down across the board for wrestling, but like, dude, NXT's ratings should not be down. They are by far the best wrestling show on TV week in and week out. And this match, dude, I understand it's a 2 out of 3 falls match. Like, you usually know what's going to happen. Like, each competitor is going to get a fall. I was actually thinking this, Kenny. We haven't put Kenny to work here in a while, but Kenny, I want you to do me a favor here. And I want to know if there's ever been a 2 out of 3 falls match where it was like a clean sweep, 2-0. And that was it. I can't remember. I feel like every pro wrestling 2 out of 3 falls match has gone to the 1-1 and then somebody getting the win.
I even can remember matches that I used to see like on Coliseum home video, and and there being a 2 out of 3 falls somewhere on the video's card.
Yep.
And 1-1 every time when you start.
Every time. I feel like every single time I've ever
Usually
watched
the heel getting the first
yep.
fall.
Yep. So Kenny will let us know. He's good at that. And if you don't know about Kenny, make sure you hit up at DaCallup, DaCallup.
Wonderful interviews.
But yes, Kushida and Phantasmo for the Cruiserweight title, just they brought the house down. I thought the whole week of NXT was really, really good.
Yes. Yeah, I did too. And the women's match too, with the two women that I think would like kick the crap out of both of us. Had a great match. They had like you said, just going all the way up and down the NXT show. If you're missing this show, like I understand, like some people just like, let's say you're an AEW fan. Now they're on 2 different nights. You need to, if you like AEW, I really, really think you should check out the NXT show.
Definitely. Also wanted to mention that underrated match of the night was MSK versus Breezango. Great tag team match.
Good match. Yeah.
They're teasing at Breezango breaking up, which I do not like.
Oh, they're a great team. I like the gimmick. Everything.
They're perfect for each other. They're perfect for each other.
And I don't know about them as singles wrestlers. So
yeah, they've both already had a singles run, and I mean, Tyler Breeze was NXT champion at one point, but
true.
Still, they're just so good together.
Yes.
Don't break my heart, NXT. Don't break my heart and break them up.
No, just like, even if like one of them is kind of doing like New Day did, like a guy's doing solo, but you have the partner there to
still part of the team
to support. Yeah. So, be in his corner. Like I'm good with that. You don't have to break everybody up to have some solo matches. It's just not necessary.
Right. I'm with you, man. What's your what's on your mind this week with the world of wrestling, DJ?
I was kind of bothered by the hose down on AEW. We've seen it too many times. Like, I get that, I'm pretty sure there's a huge part of the AEW audience that did not see the beer and the milk hose down on WWE. So I'll concede that, but still it didn't, you could see it coming, like it's just like, so it just, I just didn't, I was like, I don't think that went off as well as they wanted it to.
Yeah. I hate to keep shitting on AEW every week, and they did some good things this week. This was actually a very good week for Dynamite.
I'm about to say they had a heck of a show other than that. Yeah.
But yeah, like, let's come up with some new ideas here. Zach in our group chat put like, why didn't they use a beer truck? Why didn't they use a milk truck? Like you said, DJ, that we've seen this charade before. Like we don't need, we know what's going to happen as soon as that truck pulls in.
Right. Right. And I can see I can see Sammy holding the nozzle. And I was just like, all right.
Speaking of AEW, man, Miro, finally TNT champion. My question for you, though, is, and our listeners, I put this out there on our Instagrams. Does this turn the corner for Miro, or is this just a repeat of him having the U.S. title over in WWE?
So far, I have seen almost a mirror of his career with WWE, like, to be honest. Like, it's almost exactly the same, except for the gimmick's different. He's not, this Bulgarian brute this time. He's a little bit more, his character has a little bit more fun, but then gets down to it when it's time to fight. I'll wait and see, but so far it's looking the same.
And I hope this is the turning point for him. But it, like you said, man, it is a lot. It is very much familiar. I'm waiting for him to pull in on a tank at Double or Nothing. Like, This is a man who came in on a tank at WrestleMania.
One of the best entrances,
right?
Of WrestleMania.
Why can't they any company book him right? Is it something he's doing? Is it? I don't know, man. He's a monster. And he's entertaining AF. Like, again, if you watch him on Total Divas, he's a funny dude. If you watch him on social media, he's a funny dude. Like,
he's funny. Yeah.
There's no reason why he shouldn't be upper mid card. So hopefully him getting this TNT title does that. Hopefully.
Right.
That was a great match, though. That was a very, very.
Oh, they had some like that. Darby Allin basically pinballing off of Miro was dope. Yeah, that was a dope spot.
Yeah, I got to give credit where credit's due, man. We shit on AEW here a lot, but AEW actually had a really good week. I feel like overall. I'll go to one of my other bullet points here. Orange Cassidy though did not have a good week.
Yeah.
Getting knocked out, like straight knocked out in his match with Pac. Any thoughts on that, man? Any thoughts on that, DJ? Is what I'm trying to say.
That's what you're trying to say. I did like at first glance, I was like, what are they? What is this ending here? What are they doing? And then I watched it a little bit again. I was like, oh, he's out. Okay. Oh, OJ is out.
Yep.
So all right, and then so they had to kind of do something on the fly there to kind of keep the storyline going. I would say like for this time, this was some good thinking on your feet per se for the show. I mean, because we kind of figured this was going to be a triple threat in the first place.
What the heck?
Somebody drag racing outside my door here. But
guys, DJ lives in the middle of Fast and Furious. I'm sure.
I think so. It's crazy, but I mean, it's like 7:30 at night here. It's not even. But anyway, yeah, I great work for them to keep it going, even though he got really hurt in this match. Hopefully he'll be okay for the pay-per-view, because I'm pretty sure he's got to go through the concussion protocol and all that.
Yeah.
So, but it should be like that's a heck of a match with those three guys in it.
Yeah, I was going to ask you what your thoughts on the. That's actually like the second point of my my bullet point here, or my second. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but yeah, I was curious what you thought on the main event here for Double or Nothing with Kenny Omega, Orange Cassidy, and Pac all taking on each other in a triple threat. Like, to me, like, I just all right. We gave AEW some credit here. But now I'm going to take some of that credit away because I just feel like this isn't like, again, AEW needs to pull in like the lapsed fan. If I'm a lapsed fan and I see Kenny Omega versus this guy, Neville, who used to be in WWE, versus some guy I've never seen before. And I understand, like, you got to build these guys up. You got to give them chances and stuff like that. But like, this is the main event for the world title. And Orange Cassidy is over with wrestling fans. But if you're trying to pull in and boost those ratings even more, you're trying to pull in the Labs fan, I don't think this is going to do it. I'm curious. I think as a wrestling fan, I think this is going to be a great match. I don't think Kenny Omega's title reign has been anything to like write home about. And to be honest with you, I don't think Kenny Omega or Pac are heavyweight title guys. But that could just be because, Neville was a cruiserweight in WWE, and I've never seen Orange Cassidy really with a title. Like, so it could just be that they're like what, how they call actors that are like brand casted or cast branded or whatever, like where they can only play like one kind of role.
Typecast.
Thank you. That's kind of how I feel about Orange Cassidy and Pac. Like, if we're doing our predictions right now, I literally feel like neither one of them have a chance, and Kenny Omega's winning again.
I do hear, like, for the prediction part, I do hear that, like, I don't know if either character is big enough to, like, and I'm not even talking about stature, to take the strap off of Kenny Omega. Like, you have Kenny Omega, who you just put all of these, like, speaking of straps, you put all these straps on him.
Yep.
So to have two fly around guys come up all of a sudden and take it from them, I don't know about that. So like you said, like and Double or Nothing is like a huge event for AEW. Like this is, it's it's a big pay-per-view. Yeah, like you're probably about to say, it's a big pay-per-view.
I was gonna say this is like their Mania, isn't it?
Just about, I guess you gotta say just about, right? I mean, because you're having the stadium match again, and like we're gonna talk about the whole event, but
is all in there. Remember, I'm a AEW noob. Is all in their Mania?
I remember like the first thing that I've watched of AEW like that was a big event was Double or Nothing. Like so maybe that's when I was a noob, like you're saying. Like I'm pretty sure this, Kenny's gonna listen to this and he's gonna correct us on it. But from the first thing that I saw was Double or Nothing when I started watching AEW.
Okay. Yeah, I just couldn't remember if it was Double or Nothing is like their Mania or their or if it's All In, because All In was like the one they did in Chicago, but I think that was like that might have been just Cody. Now that I'm thinking about it, and it wasn't really like it wasn't officially AEW, but it was like all the guys that ended up signing with AEW.
Right.
But all right, man. I kind of stole the thunder there. I went with like 4 or 5 different things, but that's all right, man. That's all right.
You had backup questions to one of your 3. That's all.
What do you got for your next topic here?
I would say I like the second and third hours of Raw. I'm gonna say for the first time in a long time, they were actually pretty decent. Like if you watch the second and third out, like the first hour was the same stuff. Like it was kind of dry. But when you get to the action of the second and third hour, it was actually not half bad. Still like not to the level that we are accustomed to, like as especially during the Monday Night Wars and everything, not even near that level, but for the lulls that we've been having, just a better second and third hour for them.
I did not watch a second of Raw to be honest. And you know what's bad is like I can't remember the last time I like sat down and actually in the ring is something to do with Raw. But yeah, it's just hard for me to get into it. It's the same stuff every single week.
It's a variety show now.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's like, I mean, we've talked about it here again before. I don't know if it's just me coming off that high of WrestleMania. I obviously still love wrestling, but it's like, there's just this weird time, and hopefully with like the pandemic, I don't want to say it's ending, but the CDC did say today that we don't have to wear masks anymore if you're fully vaccinated. Yeah. Mask so, maybe the times will, maybe things will turn around because there'll be a live crowd there again and stuff like that. So we'll see. I just have not been able to pull myself to sit down and watch Raw. And I'll be honest with you, the NHL playoffs start on Saturday. It's going to be even harder for me to sit down and watch an episode
NBA
of Raw.
playoffs are about to start.
Yep. So,
that's why AEW is going to be on Fridays.
Right. So they better get their Raw better get their ish together, man. Get their ish together.
No, it's definitely a variety show now. I think they pour it seems like they pour the good stuff into SmackDown because I have a feeling they're getting more money
from Fox.
Because that's like that's a national televised channel,
right?
So that show better be. It's like that show better be good. Like I don't. Yeah.
To be fair, I haven't watched much of SmackDown either. I've actually probably seen more of what's happened on Raw lately than SmackDown.
In my opinion, SmackDown is like the second show to NXT. Raw is right now a distant third.
Yeah. Yep. I'm with you, man. I like from what I've seen, I don't see it all the time, but what I have seen, everything on SmackDown has been good, and everything I'm hearing has been good too. So
Exactly.
I just gotta make time. I gotta make more time. But so, all right, my last thing I wanted to talk about was RK Bro. So what I have been seeing from Monday Night Raw is RK Bro, which when I first saw it, again, as a true wrestling fan, I didn't like it. So I went, I'm like watching these clips and I'm like, all right, these guys, what the hell are they doing? They literally have nothing for either one of these guys. So they're just putting them together. It's entertaining, man. Like they are good together. They're like a mismatch. Although Randy Orton in another life did love the Mary Jane.
Oh yeah.
And so I'm assuming, that's their common bond, and that's how they enjoy life, and they enjoy, the whole. They're probably good with getting together and having some fun. So I'm here for our RK Bro. I'm here for
I'm all for RK Bro. They are that classic, team that's funny, but then when the bell rings, they can go. Like, Rock and Sock Connection comes to mind.
Yep.
So this is, that we've seen something like this before, but they put their own twist on it. That I'm okay with. Like, I guess that's what I was asking for, going back to the champagne thing on AEW. Like, okay, you're gonna do something to the guys in the ring, but can you put your own, give me something different about it?
Yeah.
And that's what they do. And that's just like, I mean, just think about the wrestling part. I mean, it's two really good wrestlers that are in a tag team. So
yeah.
You would damn near put them like in your 2K universe mode, you'd probably put them together. So, so that's, I'm thoroughly entertained by RK Bro.
How, I was just thinking about this, like how good is Randy Orton? Like Randy Orton, I feel like is underappreciated. Maybe it's because he's still active, but like he is underappreciated. He is, I mean, I don't want to see him be world champion right now or anything like that. Like, I think that time for him has passed, but he's just so good. You could literally put him in to do anything. And I think he's doing some of the best work. I mean, we talked about it last year when we first started the pod. He was doing, he was carrying Raw for a while before Sasha and Bailey took over with the, being on every show. He was doing some of the best work of his career. I think he still is doing some of the best work of his career. And he actually talks a lot about that on the Broken Skull sessions with Stone Cold, about how he's, learned how to do a promo, and he just kind of, he embraces everything they ask him to do now. So it's a good time to be a RKO fan or have RKO on the show. So, and we thought he was going to take time off after WrestleMania, and he hasn't stopped.
No, not at all. I think, I remember when he was younger, he just kind of came off a little pretentious to me.
Yeah.
Even at some of the shows I've gone to, where, all kind of autograph shows, like he didn't, he just kind of, the nose seemed to be up in the air a little bit, but now I think he grew up. I think it might have, like in a weird way helped him to win a world title so young, and then to see, okay, that's not the only thing that there is to win the world title. Like that's not the only thing there is. You can have a really, really good career in this sport, and not have the world title all the time.
Yep. A while ago, like say 5-6 years ago, me and my buddies referred to him as like Jake Delhomme, like the former quarterback of
I remember him. Yeah.
of the Panthers. Like if you needed like a decent quarterback, he can get the job done. That's how we looked at That's how we looked at
Randy
Orton. Yep. And now it's just like, now I feel like he's surpassed that. He's like top 10 quarterback.
Right.
He's not Tom Brady, but he's like top 10 quarterback.
So there's a top 10 and then Brady's by himself. If that's what you're telling me.
Yeah. You got one last thing here on your list, right?
Yes, and that's the bloodline is together now. Like the other Uso is ready to go. Looks like on SmackDown. And he joined them in the ring.
Yep.
They damn near did the Too Cool dance with the 10 bell.
Yeah, I was waiting for that to happen. I was waiting, like what?
You can see Roman trying not to laugh because it was a pretty good. It was a good segment. Like that, I can see why he was laughing. But yeah, I think that's a damn good faction. Is what I wanted to bring up. Like, so you could possibly have a faction that has the world title and the world tag team titles.
Yep.
And just be this badass Samoan.
I'm gonna start DVR and SmackDown. That's probably my downfall. Is remember how like DVR was like the tits back in the day. Like 2009, 2008. You're like, I got DVR. I can record everything.
I almost didn't watch anything live. I would wait for it to tape even. Like I could have watched it live even. I was like, nope, I'm gonna wait for it to tape and then I could fast forward through the commercials.
Yeah, now with streaming, I always forget about DVR. So I need to set my DVR for SmackDown, so that I don't miss out on like Paul Heyman playing the role of Rikishi.
Right. Oh yeah, that would be great. But yeah, the bloodline. That's what they ought to just go ahead and name it that, and I'll buy a shirt.
And you've been like calling for that for those guys to form together for a long time. Like
it made sense.
Pretty much since SummerSlam when Roman came back. So
yes,
good on you, man.
It makes sense. Give me the pencil.
Great.
Give me the pencil, WWE. I'll help you. I'll help you out.
Great prediction. All right, guys. That's our 3 each, give or take, because I definitely did more than 3. Of what's going on in the world of wrestling. Before we get to our I'm not calling it WrestleMania Backlash. I'm just calling it Backlash. Before we get to our yeah, absolutely. Before we get to our Backlash picks, let's hear a word from our sponsor, Figure Collections. Guys, how many figures do you have in your collection? 20, 50, 100? What about 43,000 figures? What? 43,000 figures. FigureCollections.com has a database of 43,000 action figures and toys, allowing you to search by character or series. You wonder how many freaking Undertaker figures there are? I'll give you a hint. It's over 300. You can see pictures of almost all of them by searching Undertaker in FigureCollections.com database. FigureCollections.com has been around since 2007, providing the best figure information, deals, and videos. You can get all the info over at FigureCollections.com. Check out the figure database today. It's FigureCollections.com. All right. FigureCollections.com. You can also go to FigureCollections.com/shop and get yourself the Cella retros. You go to FigureCollections.com/store. You go to his eBay store, and then you can go to iHeart Figures. iHeart Action Figures. That's what it is. iHeartActionFigures.com. Type it all out, and that'll bring you to the Figure Collection Enthusiast Facebook group that he's got going there. All right. Backlash is this Sunday. Don't forget, guys, if you want to join the Fig Cave, it's free, thefigcave.com. And as soon as Backlash is over, DJ, I'm assuming Kenny from the Call Up, our boy Mike Lanham, and maybe Phil Gentile, probably not, he'll probably fall asleep, are going to jump into the Fig Cave and do a live reaction show. I will not be on it. As mentioned before, I'm going to be playing in the championship beer league hockey game. So can't wait for that. Yeah. So, hopefully you love giving me a Boston accent after I say something. I'm not from Boston, man. I don't talk like that. I was
It's
watching
more fun that way.
I was watching our vlog from like I was just going through our YouTube channel. I was watching our vlog from when you came out here, and I was like, "Hey, there's a Walmart and a Target over there," and you're in the background going, "Walmart, Target." Oh, we're in fucking Albany, New York. We're not even near Boston. So to be clear, Eastern Mass, Boston, Worcester, all them, they have a different accent than people from Western Mass. That's I swear to God, that's a thing. I say my R's most of the time. If I brought you out to Boston and you talk to some of the people, you would hear Walmart, Ka, all that shit. I don't talk like that. I don't talk like that. Anyway,
the girl at the hotel that checked me in did.
Well, she was in Connecticut, so she's confused. So, all right, what the hell were we talking about? Backlash.
Yes.
All right,
making picks.
That's right. 6 matches on the Wikipedia card. This is a crapshoot for me because, like I said, I have not watched a whole lot of WWE wrestling. So
that's pretty much like it's a crapshoot if you did watch. So just to let you know.
All right, let's start with number 6. Damian Priest taking on The Miz in a lumberjack match. DJ, you're the champ, man.
I am the champ. Isn't that something?
I can't believe you're not touting that belt around.
Oh, that's like, I'm one of those fighting champions that I'll tout it around after I win again.
Okay. All right.
Let's see. So lumberjack match. We got the Miz. I'm pretty sure Johnny will be out there as a lumberjack.
And Bad Bunny probably, right?
I don't know if I think the Bunny's on tour now. I don't know if he's got time to come around and be a lumberjack for Damian.
I think we'll see him.
You think so?
Yeah.
That might be, a little side action there. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the Miz. You had them get the win at WrestleMania. This is Backlash. I don't know if they just let Damian walk away with the feud just like that. So I think we get the Miz.
Damn it. I'm going with The Miz too, just because my boy John James loves The Miz. Shout out to John James, by the way. He's the one we've talked about before. He's battling cancer. Got to see him for the first time in a very long time at that Blitzkrieg Pro show, and very happy that he was able to make it out.
Nice.
And enjoy the show. But he was messaging me about some Miz figs earlier this week, and I was like, no, I don't need any Miz figs.
You need some
but
Miz
yeah,
figs?
I'm going to go with the Miz over Damian Priest. Speaking of Damian Priest, I know you're a fan here. We're going to get off topic here for just a second. I know you're a fan of Damian Priest. Did you watch his 24 or not 24, whatever it is, Chronicle Day of or whatever the documentary? I think it's Chronicle. Whatever the documentary series was, where it's like they follow him from the Royal Rumble to Mania. Did you watch that on the network yet?
Not yet. But I did I think he posted.
Sorry, on the cock.
Right. No, I didn't watch it yet, but I did. I think Damian himself posted some pictures of him years ago where he's a pretty chubby guy at first.
Yeah.
There.
Yep.
I didn't know that. And and then here he is now, he's come along, even a longer way than I thought. So
yeah.
I'm just impressed with his development. Because when I first saw him, I didn't really think that much of him, but as I saw him actually, I'm like, okay, I'm seeing somebody that I can see improves every time he comes on the screen. Right.
We're watching him develop.
Yeah.
If you will.
Yeah. And I'm impressed by that. So
yeah, I always love those Chronicles, 24s, all those documentaries. And I started to watch that one, and I was very into it, just following along. It caught it, catching my attention a lot. So I want to finish it. I hate Peacock though. I don't like the just the format. It's hard to find stuff.
It can be, yeah.
It's just annoying. It's always an ad for the bump when you put it on. Nobody wants to watch as cute as Kayla Braxton is, nobody wants to watch a fucking bump, right? We want to watch. We want to go in there and watch. We want to go in there and watch old shit. Show me what's like brand spanking new, and let's be done with it. All right, motherfuckers. All right, let's go. Let's get back into the picks here. Oh, not the pricks, the picks.
You're on a roll right now.
I am. I'm fired up. Roman Reigns. This is the next match on the card here, according to Wikipedia. Roman Reigns, the WWE Universal Champion,
right,
taking on Cesaro. My God, do I want Cesaro to win? But I just know it's not going to happen.
No.
Roman is holding this belt for a long time. I think at least till SummerSlam.
The Rock's filming Black Adam right now.
That's right.
So just to throw that little piece in there, but again, this is not an indictment of Cesaro. I am elated that he's getting this spot. Like, this is definitely going to be the main event. I know they listed it this way on Wikipedia.
Yeah, Wikipedia always has them listed weird.
Right, but this will be the main event, and this is gonna be a hell of a match. And as much as like I really like I am a fan of Cesaro's. Like, he's just a dope wrestler. The guy looks like you know how we say people look like action figures.
Yeah,
when they're walking down the aisle, he looks like an action figure.
Yep.
But I don't think not yet. Like, there will be a day that he will win this title. Like, it will happen. Because I think they have shown that, and I think Cesaro has shown that, okay, he can do this. He can be a solo superstar. So we see it. It's just not yet. Not at a Backlash. You know, like, right. It's not going to happen at a Backlash.
Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see him taking it off of Roman, just the way Roman's going right now.
And and Roman's just red hot. He's red hot right now.
Exactly. So my heart says Cesaro, but my body.
Going into some aura. I'm impressed.
Welcome to some the R. Kelly part of the show.
You can't spell run in without the aura.
I'm not going to pee on anybody in the middle of the show, though.
That's not. I like being on the air.
I gotta
Can
go.
We go
Roman.
A few more years before we get canceled. Like, let's
Podcasts don't get canceled, man. We're our own little thing. We can do whatever we want. If I want to do a podcast about peeing on people, I could.
And you're going to do that under another name on another show.
All right, we're getting off track here. Let's go to the next match. It's a tag team match for the WWE SmackDown Tag Team Championships. It's the Dirty Dogs, Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode taking on Rey Mysterio and Dominic. Who you got, DJ?
You know, I'm going with the Mysterios.
Mother...
Oh, this is going to be the best episode ever. But yeah, yes, I'm going with the Mysterios. I think this is their time to win it. They're ready, and to be honest, it is I think it's going to, they're going to hold that belt for another team. These belts for another team, and to sell some merch. Like, let's be honest, like they're merch sellers. Like, no matter what you think of the Mysterios, they are money. They do move merch.
Yeah, it's going to be the feel good story of Backlash is going to be them winning the titles, and they'll be transitional champions for a little bit, and somebody else will take them off of them. But yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Is like, this is we're going to give this to Rey and Dominic and let them have their moment, and then we'll move on to something else. We're 3 for 3. We're halfway home on the predictions, and we've picked all
these three. These three will probably be here. Here's where we start to splinter off here.
Yeah, we gotta separate here a little bit. So next match is Rhea Ripley, Asuka, and Charlotte for the triple threat for the Raw Women's Championship. I think I'm going Rhea Ripley on this. I do this all the time though, where I'm like, they're not going to take the belt off her yet, and then they do. But I'm going to. I think the hype has been built so much for Rhea Ripley though that she's going to hold on to it for a little bit anyway. And I think this could start a little something between Rhea and Charlotte.
Yeah, I think this is some good long-term storytelling too. Like, where we had Rhea versus Charlotte at the COVID WrestleMania, where she beat her for the NXT title.
Yep.
So I would still be selling that Rhea feels a certain way about that.
Yeah.
And yeah, so sorry, we're not going to splinter off on this match. I was going with the big Aussie myself.
Yep. All right. So we got 2 left here.
2 matches that's going to determine the title.
What happens if we end up picking all the same? Damn.
I won't. One of these I'm gonna, even though I probably think one thing, I'm gonna go with the other.
All right. Bianca and Bayley. Who you got? Bianca's the champion, obviously. Bayley is the challenger.
Oh, there's no way Bianca, like, I'm going to use your line here. There's no way Bianca loses this title, like, in the first pay-per-view.
No, so we're not splitting off here either, man. It's coming to that last match.
One match.
We're going to have to, like, flip a coin or something here to
what's the match?
For a winner. The last match is Bobby Lashley, Braun Strowman, and Drew McIntyre.
Well, okay, so we got
triple threat.
We got some people to pick from here. So now here we go. So this is going to be a tricky match.
Can I tell you something first?
Yeah.
I don't like Braun Strowman.
He is mark it here. Like that, I'm going to come up with this, and everybody's going to go, "Oh my God, he's right." But here it is. He is the modern day Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Ooh, okay.
Mind blown, right?
Only because, like, I agreed with that to some extent, but I don't remember Hacksaw Jim Duggan getting a title match.
Not about titles. Like, forget. Like, I'm just talking about like the kind of match that you can expect from him.
Yep.
The popularity, the promo. Okay, like all of it is Hacksaw Jim is the modern day Hacksaw. Like yeah, he got a title. Like, Hacksaw never got a strap. Of course, we had Hulk Hogan, so an Ultimate Warrior. He wasn't gonna take the title from them. But other than that, he is the modern day Hacksaw Jim Duggan, and that's probably what, like, he's just kind of, it's like, okay, he's a baby face that's really strong. Like, it doesn't really, like you're saying, it doesn't really go beyond that for me.
Yeah. I can't get into him no matter what. Like, I just cannot get into him. So I'm going, you picked last match, right? We got off topic here, so I don't remember. I'm gonna go. This is tough. I'm gonna go Bobby Lashley.
All right. I say Drew gets it back.
All right. So it comes down to that one match. And then what if Braun wins? If Braun wins, it's a draw, man. It's a draw. We'll go on to the next pay-per-view,
Braun
I guess.
Wins, we'll say Phil's the champ.
Yeah. All right.
So Phil picks.
Oh, Phil's not even going to stay awake till the end, man.
I know. It's my own little inside joke.
So there's our picks for Backlash. Don't forget, guys, hit up thefigcave.com. Join the Fig Cave on Facebook. It's free. And you can watch the live reaction show with DJ, Kenny, and Mike Lanham. Card subject to change because I don't think we've confirmed it with them yet. I know Mike's on board, but I don't think we've confirmed it with him yet.
Can Zach jump on?
Zach will be in bed.
Oh, okay.
So, all right, that's our Backlash picks. Quick here, we'll jump into the news of the week in wrestling here. before we get out of the ring. Brian Pillman.
And there's quite a bit of news, actually.
There is. We kind of rolled over the biography, Hidden Treasures, and Dark Side of the Ring in here. But Dark Side of the Ring was Brian Pillman. We talked about it a little bit last week.
And I saw both shows, so we can go.
I was going to say, I only ended up watching part 1 last week. I thought I watched the whole thing. But I went back and jumped on my DVR full circle. And because that I do have on my DVR, and watched the full 2 hours, the whole show. And man, these are so good, but like also so damn heartbreaking sometimes.
Especially this one, like Brian, like they talked about on the show. He should have been in the mix with Stone Cold, The Rock.
Yep.
And all those people at the top of the card. Like he should have been up there with them. Like, and he, and just how you almost forgot. Like, yeah, he was revolution. He was like the Deadpool of wrestling. Like he was breaking the fourth wall all the time.
That's a freaking great way to refer to him as. Yeah. He is a Deadpool of wrestling. I kind of love that. Dude, and we can talk shit about her because she seems like a scummy person, but Melanie Pillman, man.
You were right when you said that I would not believe what she looked like. You were absolutely right. I was like, wait, that's her? Yeah. I couldn't believe it.
I've shit on Brian Pillman Jr. here a little bit on this show. Not that I've shit on him, but I just have never really been a fan of his. And after watching this, like I have to be a fan of him. I have to like him. I have to want him to do good. He's gone through it, man. Like, yeah. If you guys have not watched Dark Side of the Ring, Brian Pillman, definitely take it in. This week is I got it up here. It is
what about Book? What about Book?
Oh, we'll get to that in 1 second.
Okay.
But this week's version, or this week's episode of Dark Side of the Ring, nope, it is the Ultra Violence of Nick Gage.
Oh, that's right. That's it.
Now, so this is sorry. Go ahead.
Did I also call it that? Now we're going to start going downhill, or no? That's with the no. Never mind. That was with the
A&E one.
Yeah, which we'll get to in a second. But yes, I was right though. But go ahead.
So the next one is that's all right. The violence of Ultra Violence.
Yeah,
of Nick Gage. I don't know. So this is one of the ones that I like. These are the one like I didn't know everything about the Pillman one. But I always love when it's something that like I don't know a lot about.
Right.
And
I've only seen clips of his.
Yeah, this is one of those episodes where the Ultra Violence of Nick Cage, where I'm like, I can't wait to watch this because I don't know a whole lot about it. I know I'm going to learn something here watching this. So I'm looking forward to that a whole lot. So
yes, no, I definitely, and that's happening.
The Booker T biography on A&E. I only got about halfway through, to be honest.
Okay.
I got halfway, but like I've always been a big Booker T fan, man. I enjoyed the hell out of what I saw. Another like kind of sad story. Like, dude was an orphan, pretty much.
Trying to tell, like we're so on these A&Es, like I said, like so we got the cream puff pieces to start, and now we're about to start now it's gonna start going downhill. I thought so because I knew a little bit about Booker T's story. Like I learned a lot more watching this. And yeah, we're like, I think it's going to go for like, you're going to see a little bit of they're going to, be vulnerable and show like the dark stuff that happened with them.
Yep.
In these next few on A&E.
Did they say who next week's is going to be? I think
it's Sean's.
Is it? All right.
But yeah, Book. And then just to give like some cool stuff about Book is that, so I completely remember like, watching a random, like, just being at home watching a random wrestling show that was coming on and seeing the Ebony Express. And being like, whoa, like these guys, especially the Booker T guy, I was like, because, you saw him flying around the ring and everything. So I was like, these guys are going to be good. And the next thing you know, Harlem Heat, one of the best, and, come on, that's got to be one of the top 5 theme songs of all time.
Oh my god,
It's the Harlem Heat theme.
The Harlem Heat theme, so good. Yeah, this week is Shawn Michaels. Like I said, I only got about halfway through the Booker T one, and it was so good. They're doing a really good job with these, even though they buried Macho Man last week. But like, I feel like this Booker T one is a good recovery on these.
Well, he's alive to talk for himself too.
That's true. Yep.
Yeah,
that's true.
That'll help. I wish Mach was around to, give us more, like not that freaking slime ball guy. Yeah, and not that shock jock guy. He didn't need to be on there.
Bubba the Love Sponge.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
And then the Booker T stuff continued with the hidden treasure or most wanted treasures. Was Booker T. We got a Queen Charmel dress, a cape that Booker T wore. We got the return of the jackass that was like not willing to give anything up on the first one. But they ended up getting us. All he wanted was a phone call from Stone Cold, and ended up getting it. But so Booker T ended up getting his cape. They were trying to find the one of the original titles. I think it was the TV title, and from WCW, and that guy, the guy who had all those belts, that room, is amazing.
Yes, it is.
Unreal.
Yes, it is.
Crazy. Good stuff.
I wonder if Fig Heel saw that one.
Yeah. This week on the Hidden Treasures show, or Most Wanted Treasures. I don't know why I keep calling it Hidden Treasures.
Yeah, it's the same difference.
Sergeant Slaughter and Iron Sheik. Slaughter is looking for the boots with the curl.
That's going to be good. Because I did like that rivalry. They had some pretty good storylines and some pretty good matches. So
yep. All right, that's it for like what we watched. As far as the W, this is like a weekly segment here where we're talking about Dark Side of the Ring, Biography, Hidden Treasures.
That's in our wheelhouse.
Yep. But let's move on here. We got NXT announcing In Your House is going to be another pay-per-view. I love that they're rolling with this. Todd Pettengill is going to
Todd, yes.
Todd Pettengill is going to be the host. It's going to be good shit. It's going to take place on June 13th. So that's some exciting news there. Some stuff that developed kind of today. Zelina Vega has been seen at the Performance Center, but there's a lot of people confirming that there's a return of Zelina Vega coming. So keep your eyes out there.
I say she gets with Phantasma.
Alistair? Oh, okay.
I say she manages their faction, and they would be badass.
You think she's going to go to NXT, though? You don't think she's going to come up to the main roster?
I just have this feeling to start off, and especially like if she could, I say that they should first of all keep that group together. Like that group is working, and then for her to lead that group up to the main roster. Like if I had the pencil, that's what I would do.
That's a Brian Pillman reference, by the way, guys. The pencil, he wrestled the pencil.
Well, that's also like, and that's from me listening to Busted Open radio. It's like every time they talk about, well, how would you book it? And then they would say, well, if I had the pencil, because that's the booker is also known as the pencil. Right.
And that's why they showed Brian Pillman wrestling a pencil. Which I thought was hilarious once I knew what it was. That's right. Awesome. All right. What are we on to next here? Oh, Zelina Vega. I think she ends up on the main roster. I don't know what exactly.
It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me, or I wouldn't think they're doing anything wrong putting her on the main roster. Maybe that's how
Aleister Black comes back. Who knows?
Hey. Anything to get him, like he's one of those that needs to be like, I could see like a good program, like per se, him and Apollo, for example, I think would have a hell of a program right now.
Yeah. he needs something, man. Aleister Black's too good to not use. So,
Right.
Speaking of coming back, the dirt sheets are reporting that Bray is having a hard time dealing with Luke Harper or John Huber, however you want to refer to him's death. Which is,
and that's why he lost at WrestleMania, because A, they didn't like the shape that he showed up in.
Yeah.
And B, he told them, like, because he's just not mentally ready.
There. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I kind of believe this is one of the dirt that makes sense. Like it made it, you know, because you could see that probably should have been a win at WrestleMania. And then but for him to win, they'd be like, okay, but he would have to keep wrestling. Like they would have to keep something going if he won that match. So I guess they're like, okay, let's give him his time off. We'll do all of this, and you know, he won't, to keep his power, like to keep the, you know, that he doesn't look weak. He's going to get distracted by something instead of just Randy Orton flat out beating him.
Yep. So it's crazy that we're like, man, what do we, you know, why this happened this way or stuff like that, you know, like with that ending and stuff. And it's like
knee-jerk reactions.
Yeah, exactly. And again, we're just doing this, you know, for fun. We're not really like trying to book shit, but like, man, you find that out. It's like, damn, dude.
And that's why it just goes to show, like I put that in there because it just goes to show you never know what's going on. Like we have, you know, we're so quick to, you know, have these knee-jerk reactions, and you know, and then we want to throw stuff at Vince, and it's like, we don't know everything that's going on. You know, like the Zelina, like the we got, you know, Zelina now, like we don't know like, you know, we only know the little bits and pieces. Like we don't know everything that happened. Like you see, she didn't burn that, like that bridge did not get burned.
Right.
So
exactly. And Vince is pretty good. Like you have a disagreement, and you know, you guys talk, and welcome back. And like this happened, you know, I'm like scarred from not to the Bray Wyatt level, but like I just will never like. There was one episode of this show that we did where I was like, "Where's Luke Harper been? Why'd they sign him? They're not using him." And then come to find out, he's in the hospital and passes away. So it's like I'm trying to not have those knee-jerk reactions as quickly. You know, with this stuff, because again, it is just entertainment. But yeah,
first world problems.
Yeah, exactly. So best wishes to Bray Wyatt, and hopefully he can get right. We all know that you know, grief ain't nothing to fuck with. So it's like Wu-Tang. So hopefully he's back sooner than later. But and then another couple rumors here. John Cena, there was a rumor going around that he was going to be returning to Raw, but apparently that got busted up, and he's not happening. Rumor killer on John Cena coming back to WWE within 2 weeks. So I had that on here, and then I went to go Google it to get all the information, and it was all rumor busted. So he's still busy shooting a movie. So there's been no official announcement. And let's be real here, guys. If he was coming back, they would be touting the shit out of that. They'd be, you know, we would absolutely know about it. I wouldn't have to Google it. Is basically where I'm getting at with that. It's just, you know, there is no way in hell that they would not be promoting the hell out of that if he actually was coming back. And then more rumors about SummerSlam. It sounds like it's up between New York at MSG and Vegas, where the Raiders play. So two very different arenas or stadiums. But as things
if it's
open
in
up
Vegas,
here,
I think I might have to go ahead and grab something. I need to go to that. Even if I'm just going for the meet and greet thing, whatever they do for SummerSlam,
access or whatever.
Yeah, I will be in Vegas, if put it that way, if they go to Vegas.
I feel the same way about New York. Kenny actually messaged our group chat and said, Tom, you coming if it's at MSG? So I would be down, actually, or I'd consider it, I should say, if it is at MSG. We'll see what happens. I'm still trying to get to Disney by the end of the year with my family, so we'll see what happens with all that. But yeah, I'd be down for an MSG trip. I've been trying to get to MSG MSG is like a bucket list joint for me. It's like I've never been. Last year, 2020, I was supposed to go see Pearl Jam there. That was supposed to be, that's my favorite band of all time. It's Pearl Jam.
Okay.
I was supposed to go see them at MSG, and then COVID happened.
Oh, crap.
I was also supposed to see Rage Against the Machine there later in August, and that didn't happen because of COVID. So like 2 times I was supposed to go to MSG. I was like, I have tickets. I'm like ready to go, and just couldn't make it happen because of COVID, which sucks. But things are getting better. Things are getting better.
I had a 8th grade, one of those 8th grade summer vacation kind of things, and to New York, and we got a tour of MSG.
Oh, damn.
So that was pretty cool.
Jealous. I live down the street, and you live across the country, and you've been there, and I haven't.
Just lucky sometimes.
Yeah. I've always wanted to go for a concert or wrestling. So, and they used to do the
same. Like I do want something there. Like I'll even go to a Knicks game. Like that's fine.
Yeah. I've talked actually about going to a Rangers and Bruins game too there, but it hasn't
or
happened
indoor
yet.
track meet. Like I think that would be fun at MSG as well.
There you go. And then the last thing on here is AEW returns to the road on July 7th in Miami, and there's rumors going around of WWE returning in July as well. But I actually heard August. I heard that I read today actually on Cage Side Seats that even though AEW is going to return to the road in July, that WWE is still saying August for them. So
this was from Matt Min podcast. So I'm pretty sure one of those I'm pretty sure somebody's right. Like there's no way that they're starting to open the country and WWE's not going to tour.
Right. Sooner than later. Circling back to SummerSlam, I was going to say, I wish that WWE was doing what they did with WrestleMania, because SummerSlam was supposed to be in Boston last year.
That's right.
So I was hoping that they would do what they did with
SummerSlam back.
Right. Give us their SummerSlam back. Maybe next year. But all right. That's a lot of wrestling. Now we're in 12 minutes on wrestling. Let's walk that toy aisle. All right. Walk that toy aisle is the part of the show where we talk about toys, action figures, all kinds of good stuff from the world of wrestling, G.I. Joe, everything basically that we're into. It's brought to you by Stack of Cards. Go to Stack of Cards. That's with the Z.com. Use the code RUN10 at checkout. Save yourself 10%. Speaking of sponsors, by the way, I wanted to point this out because one thing that drives me crazy about podcasts is they have all these sponsors, us included, and then you can't remember the code or the website because you're driving while you do it. So what we did is on runinpod.com, we have a whole section of all our, it's labeled deals, and it's all our sponsors and partners and their websites and our discount code. So it's Figure Collection, Stack of Cards, Hero Hideouts, Fig Tees, Buy, Sell, Trade Toys, Keystone Retro, and the code and their websites are on there. So do that. Hit it up if you can't remember.
And then one thing for Stack of Cards real quick.
Oh, I think I know where you're going with this.
Yes. Keep in mind, folks, Target is no longer doing cards.
Neither is Walmart.
No Walmart. So our boy is one of your places you're going to want to stop by if you are a card collector now. Like now the tables have turned. So come see our boy for some cards.
That's right. So if you haven't heard the news, I actually meant to throw this on our sheet. Target and Walmart have been posting signs that cards are no longer available because card collectors, let's be real here. It's not card collectors. It's card flippers are causing a ruckus
they are
inside the stores. And dude, I saw this firsthand and it wasn't even that bad. But right before Christmas, I went to a Target to grab some last minute stuff. It's like a Wednesday, I think. And I'm standing there. I'm like, what the frick is going on here? Like, there's a huge line over by the cards. It took me a little while to figure it out. And I'm like standing in the line to cash out or whatever. And there's a security guard getting a hard time from one of the guys that's there. And basically what he was trying to do is he had one buddy in the front of the line. he was like in the middle and he kept trying to go around and cut.
Oh, yeah.
And like just causing like all kinds of problems. And it's like, dude, it's Christmas time. Like,
right.
I don't know about your Targets, but my Target has like a security guy that's like walking around.
Same. Yep.
Yeah. And like, you're giving this guy a hard time. Like, just freaking chill out, man. And they were literally there. They were literally there while the vendor was putting the cards on the shelf. Like, and then some of them are talking about following them to the next Target. So
oh my God.
It's such a wild time for cards right now. I feel bad. My kid is, he's into Pokemon cards and stuff. And like the prices are just so expensive at the little card shops. Like I'm happy to be supporting these little guys, but it's like, it's hard to justify paying like $15 for a pack of 8 cards or whatever it is. Just because the demand is so high. So, yeah, long story short, go to stackofcards.com with a Z and, you can save yourself 10% by entering the code RUN10 at checkout. All right. Lots of news here. Speaking of Zelina Vega, she popped up on Ringside Collectibles.
Yes, sir.
Her Elite, and that is supposed to be a Target exclusive. So kind of crazy that she
timed. I think they forget to throw in the word timed because that's what's happening. Like we're starting to see that these are timed exclusives.
But it hasn't even shown up in Target in the US yet. It's only shown up at like stores overseas. Mm-hmm. Nobody's really seen it in the US yet at Target. So I think, and same thing with the Royal Rumble Elites, like the Ultimate Warrior, Stone Cold, Titus, and Umaga. Like I think it's a distribution issue. I think something's going on with, even if you take the legends, the WWE, the legends, people are starting to find Vader and the John Cena ones all over the place now. But I know you found $1 Million Man and you found the Chase and stuff, but people aren't. Yeah, exactly. People aren't finding those though as regularly as they're finding the Vader, the Cena, the Tatanka, the Nikolai. Like there's something going on.
Is all over. Like, yeah, I got like a whole, like there's a Target where the entire wrestling section is Nikolai Volkov.
Yeah. Yep. Same here. So I think there's definitely something going on with this, the distribution here. And then Ringside is obviously in bed with Mattel. So they must just get like a certain amount. She's no longer on the website. Actually, she's sold out. She's gone. So
I'm sure.
You slept on her, which I would love to sleep on her. You missed out from getting her from Ringside. Now, part of the reason why I'm bringing this up, she's shipping already too, from what I've heard from people who were
I saw a picture. Yeah, I saw a picture of a couple of people
who ordered, who were lucky enough to order her. I'm hoping this means the comma shows up on Ringside, so that that's the Walmart exclusive, so that I don't have to deal with Walmart, so that I can just go to Ringside, punch it in, use the code Kyle to help out our friend Kyle Peterson and save 10%, and be done with it. So I don't have to worry about it showing up in Walmart and all that. I just give me the damn figure. But WWE.com is going to have some new fig picks on Saturday morning. Usually that happens around 10 a.m. So keep an eye out for that. I'm curious as to what we're going to see because, I mean, pretty much everything's announced. I didn't think anything new was going to be announced until Comic-Con. So, which is in August. So,
and I like, so is that, I think it's virtual again, isn't it?
Comic-Con?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so. I believe it is. So yeah, we're gonna get some new figs on Saturday on WWE.com. On WWE.com, there is a Razor Ramon box. We've talked about like these loot crate boxes.
Yeah, I was just looking at that.
You thinking about getting it?
No, I mean, I'm not like, and I do like, I liked like Razor Ramon's colors and everything that he always came out in, where I loved them all. Like all that green, that purple, the gold, the gold outfit, like that. All three of those outfits I thought were dope. But I mean, I do like that Intercontinental title. What is that? A buckle?
Yeah, it's either a belt. Yeah, it's a belt buckle. Which like belt buckles?
It's pretty. It is kind of tempting. It is kind of. I'll admit though, it is tempting.
It's weird to me that they're still selling belt buckles because I feel like belt buckles belt buckles, easy for me to say,
Mm-hmm.
were cool like 2005, 2006, 2007.
Right.
Like nobody has like specialty belt buckles anymore. You know what I mean?
Well, because most of the stuff we wear, it's not like, I was just even thinking about it. There's not a whole lot of pants or anything I wear that needs a belt.
Yeah, I wear a belt every day, but not like a fake belt, big giant big belt.
Well, then you'd
belt
have to wear
buckle.
a shirt that shows it. So
Right, exactly. You have to like. I remember I used to wear one. I had a winged eagle one back in the day. I thought it was so cool, and I would
Right.
like tuck. Yeah, you tuck your shirt into the front of it, kind of. So it comes with a shirt, generic like a WWE version of Micro Brawler, which actually looks pretty cool. It's got a razor behind it.
Brawler's pretty cool, yeah.
The belt buckle, as we talked about, Razor Ramon pin where he's going under the ladder with a X behind it for WrestleMania 10, a Razor necklace, and then a Razor print. And then the box, I thought this was cool. The box is the original artwork for what his character was going to look like. Where he's got like, the long pants, a hat, all kinds of stuff. So thought it was a pretty cool looking box. I'm still waiting for a Ric Flair one of these. I know it's coming.
It's coming.
Give it to me, man. Give it to me.
And then to the shop's credit, like it says a mini replica championship center plate. So it doesn't say that it's a belt buckle. I think it's just a plate.
One of them was I don't know if it was Macho Man or one of these boxes. They were a belt buckle. So that's probably where I got the idea from. But
so $55, that's actually not bad.
No, not at all. $13.74 4 times if you use Klarna.
True. That's true.
Klarna and like Affirm and then like PayPal Pay in 4. Right now, I have so many things that I've done with that. It's like every day I'm getting a new like notification. Hey, we're taking $8.76 out of your account in 2 days. And I'm like, all right, I can't buy anything else using this until these are all paid for because
my flight down over there.
Oh, you did that?
Was Affirm. Yep.
I did it with I did the PayPal Pay in 4 for my flight to Baltimore for the Major Brothers show.
Okay.
So
so you feel me?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And that one's like, it's like $60 4 times or something like that. So, yeah, I'm like, man, this is, I gotta slow down to this Pay in 4 thing.
But hey, but I've heard that like it does help your credit like that when you pay them because that gets shown on your credit report and
all right,
paid in time. So you get credit for it. So,
all right. There is these are interesting. Mike Lanham sent these over to us. WWE WrestleMania blind box enamel pop pins.
Oh,
these are on Entertainment Earth. They're Entertainment Earth exclusives. It's
I did see
Cold,
yep.
Undertaker, The Rock, a gold version of The Rock, Triple H, Jake the Snake, and Macho Man. I won't be buying any of these, but wanted to share.
How about that fanny pack
with you guys? No, I don't need the fanny pack either. It's weird. All these guys are like legends, and then they give you the regular, like the new title fanny pack. Like, give me the throwback
Winged Eagle or something. Yeah,
give me a Winged Eagle fanny pack. Oh my god, and it's $40.
That fanny pack is $40.
The fanny pack is $40. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I'm good. So
that's like double what I thought it was going to be.
Oh man, I'm on Entertainment Earth right now, and I'm just realizing there's a few Ninja Turtles that I need to order that I haven't yet.
Entertainment Earth, they'll do that to you.
Yep, Big Bad Toy Store, and
in fact, what I got for my weekly purchase came from Entertainment Earth.
All right, we'll get to that in just a second. Cella is teasing 6-inch figures. It looked like from their Instagram page. It doesn't give you much information, but it just shows like a bicep. And then Zombie Sailor, if you go to his Instagram, he showed off the prototype for Sabu, and it looks great. Looks great. I can't wait. He also announced that the pre-orders are coming very soon for his Faces and Heel line. I know I'm grabbing Sabu, Dino Bravo, and Earl Hebner from that first line.
I wonder if he's going to do an RVD, because I would like to get a Sabu and RVD pairing.
That'd be awesome. No announcement on that yet, but that would be sick. But All right, and that's one last thing for wrestling figure news. NWO John Cena ringside exclusive is shipping.
Yes.
And then the other thing is Paul Heyman is doing a high spots. If you go to highspots.com or highspotauctions.com, you can buy. So he's doing like a live signing on their Facebook feed. And
Which
if
is
you go
cool
to
about high spots.
Yep, it's one of the coolest things. And I've been mad at myself for missing some of these auctions. Like they did the Four Horsemen.
Yep.
They did Sting. They've done a bunch of guys.
Over my shoulder. Like I got that painting is from High Spots.
Yep.
Sting signature with the certificate.
I'm mad at myself for not jumping on the Four Horsemen. Because like you could get a signed turnbuckle, you could get a signed print. They had all kinds of great stuff.
They do. Yep.
So Paul Heyman is going to be on there doing their signing gimmick. And I haven't gotten it yet. Obviously, it hasn't happened yet. But I got a signed Paul Heyman Motorola prop phone coming to me.
You got it. You have to. You have to.
I cannot wait.
You had to do that.
So it says he's going to sign that as Paul E. Dangerously. And I'm kind of like, man, I kind of want to get like just an 8x10 of him signed as Paul Heyman as well.
Paul
But
E. Dangerously, though, that's good. That's good. Like that. And that goes with your collection.
Right. That's when I fell in love with Paul Heyman, is when he was Paul E. Dangerously. And obviously with the phone. There's some turnbuckles there too that you can get signed by him. The turnbuckles I thought were going to be a lot more expensive. They're $109 for him.
They're not bad. Yeah, they're not bad. Like I had to control myself when I bought this painting because that's one thing. So I will give High Spots some credit here. You're getting stuff again, like they're signed, and you're getting also the certificate that proves authenticity. For not bad, like I almost bought the bat too, but I was like, hold on, dude, you work in education. Hold on. So
their prices are not bad at all.
Right.
They're very good. Very good. Oh man, there's a Jake the Snake Hasbro, $150. I feel like that's not bad.
I mean, come on. Like, so do they have like, I'd like a snake bag.
I had that when I was a kid. Oh man,
I would like that. I would like Jake to sign that. Like that would be. I would like that.
Yeah, so go to highspotauctions.com and you can check out the Paul Heyman stuff. Who they've got coming up. They've got some leftover stuff of different guys.
Right.
There was a Sting turnbuckle that I sent you, but it's gone.
I'm sure it was. I couldn't get it at the time, but
that was only like $109, I think, too. Which I was like, man, that's a great price. I thought about snagging that, but passed on. You know what they do have is they have I don't know if it's still on there. They had a Sting and Ric Flair like dual signed Rob Schamberger poster,
right?
And that was super tempting to me. Just because of it's such an iconic rivalry. And again, the price wasn't bad on it. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Like I couldn't believe it. So although I don't see it on there right now, I am looking as we go through this.
You got tempted, huh?
Oh, I'm always tempted. You guys know I have no self-control. Damn, somebody jumped on there and got it because it's not on there anymore. So
they'll probably do it. Hopefully they do it again.
Yeah, hopefully they'll do Flair again. But all right, that's it for wrestling, man. That's it for wrestling. We did see some Marvel Legends pop up this week. Not pop up, but like announced this week. We're getting they're calling it Infinity Saga. It's a 2-pack with Thanos and Iron Man. Pretty good looking pack there.
And they both look like they're snapping their fingers.
Yep, and then Thanos comes with the Infinity Gauntlet. Just some great looking figures. You can check out Toy Arc. That's my new go-to site here is toyarc.com, and they have a Iron Man 2, the Mark V suit up hot toy featured on the Marvel homepage,
right?
Which is super super good looking. And then there's also Infinity Saga Thor Odin is coming as well. And those are
that hot toy. I like how they put Tony, like, it's the scene where he was in the race car and he had to get the suitcase to put the suit on, and so it has his race car jumpsuit when he's outside of the armor. So that I thought that was dope. Just the detail that these people do.
Yep. And going back to Odin, that's a Marvel Legend. It's not a hot toy. And if you go to Toy Arc, actually, both of these, the Infinity Saga 2-pack, the Thanos and Iron Man, and then the Odin, those are all available for pre-order on Entertainment Earth, Big Bad Toy Store, Dorkside Toys, Chosen Prime, the Toy Source, and Amazon. So the links are there on Toy Arc. So go if you want those. And then somebody just sent this to me right before we started recording, actually, that the Marvel Legends wave with Falcon as like Captain America at the end,
right?
The new Loki and the WandaVision Marvel Legends, and then like Baron Zemo and US Agent. Those are all starting.
Vision.
And Vision. Yep, those are all starting to show up in stores. So keep your eye out.
Stores, okay.
Keep your eye out in Targets. Those are that's where those are showing up.
Because I do like that new Vision. Still looking for the pop of the new Vision. So I might pick that up. I might pick up the fig here. Go ahead.
Did you try Amazon? Amazon is actually pretty good with pops.
I want, because I know it's a Walmart exclusive.
Okay.
So I don't, like I said, it might be a timed exclusive, so it might show up. But I have not. I've tried. I just been going to the Walmarts, even though it's not my favorite place to go. But I'll go in there and check it out. I haven't not yet.
I don't know if it's out yet. A lot of these places have it available for pre-order on Amazon. It's like third-party sellers.
Okay.
So like this. Okay. This one is like $17.94. Ships from Piggly Toyville, and free delivery between September 29th and October 6th. But it's pre-order. Yeah, but then all right. So then, that's the UK. Never mind. I'm trying to find it for you,
Piggly,
man.
I think that when you said that name, I was like, wait, that sounds familiar, and that's what it is. It is a toy. It's a popular toy store in the UK.
Well, that one isn't actually the UK one. It was Amazon Global is the UK one where it's available already, but obviously more expensive. But right. All right, so moving right along here, Marvel Legends.
Fig Hill taught me very well. Like just
play the long game.
Yep.
So some Ninja Turtle news here that got me a little bit excited. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is doing a crossover with Playmates, and it is Cobra Kai is the crossover.
What?
So it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles versus Cobra Kai 2-pack. Leonardo versus Miguel. Now this is Cobra Kai, not Karate Kid. Raphael versus John Kreese. Michelangelo versus Daniel LaRusso, and Donatello versus Johnny Lawrence. There's no pictures yet, but I can't wait to see these, man. This is gonna
want to see this.
Yeah, I love the turtle crossovers. They did a Ghostbusters one. They did WWE ones.
Yep.
But these are like, those were like, Michelangelo's dressed as John Cena, for example. I'm just using that as an example. I can't remember who was actually who.
Right.
But this is like a 2-pack where it's Donatello versus Johnny Lawrence. So I think you're getting two figures.
Right.
I can't wait to see some pics of these.
Yes. And I mean, I like the Cobra Kai show.
I loved Cobra Kai.
I know that, I know with some, the acting can be corny and all that, but I'm like, I like it though.
I didn't think there was. I mean, it was fun. It was, you know what I mean. It wasn't like it was a fun throwback. It was a good time. It was a good time.
And some long-term storytelling. Like they kept going back and referencing stuff that happened in the Karate Kids 1 and 2.
Yep. Going back to the Turtles, Super 7 is re-releasing the actual Turtles as part of their Ultimates. This is a weird post because Raph is out, and I want to say Leonardo are out, but the other two, Donatello and Michelangelo, are only up for pre-order. But it's saying, if you missed out on our earlier releases, we heard you and we reached the only logical conclusion. We're making the 4 main pizza loving dudes available to everyone once again. Get your pre-order in today at the link in our profile, and it's all 4 of the turtles. So I think I have the other 2 pre-ordered. I'm losing track of all these pre-orders, but I think I have all 4 pre-ordered. I actually have a set of these ultimates that I haven't even opened yet. They're sitting behind me. And then, all right, so that's turtles. We're moving right along the list here. Major Blood from G.I. Joe also showing up in stores.
In Target, yep.
In Target, yep. Target is how we say it where I'm from.
Let me have my fun, okay?
Target. Or if you're trying to be cute, we say Target. All right.
I'm pretty sure that's a nationwide thing.
Mezco did show some pictures of a Batman.
Dude, Gaslight.
I was gonna say Gaslight. That's what I was gonna say. There's so many Batmans, it's hard to keep track.
And because I've seen most of these animated movies. There's the Gaslight, so he's going after Jack the Ripper.
Yep.
In that one, I've seen Batman Ninja. I haven't seen a figure of that one yet, really, but I'm sure that'll be coming, or it's probably somewhere. But this, look, it is an interesting one because it is like, think Jack, the days of Jack the Ripper, and his outfit matches the time.
Yep.
And I thought that was, I think that's pretty cool when they do that with Batman.
Yeah. Look, it looks cool. And the Mezcos are 1/12 scale. They're huge. But there's, like I said, man, I love Batman, but there's just so many freaking Batmans.
Yeah, you got to watch yourself. It's kind of like turtles. Like you gotta watch yourself, and you gotta you got to put a governor on yourself.
That's true.
with Batman.
That's true. And that's
$28 though. $28 to
down payment.
Yeah.
To get started.
And you can only get 4 they're like limit 4 pieces per person.
Let's see here. Last thing. Oh, weekly purchases. I'm sorry. There was one more thing. Plasma Series Ecto 1 Ghostbusters. John James telling us that this is half off at Target right now. Normally $50, down to $24.99.
You called it.
I still don't know, man. I'm actually I'm in the middle of figuring out my toy room and I bought a desk and that's where I sit when we record this now. And I'm realizing the desk is just too small. Because I have my real work laptop, and then I have my laptop for doing this and putting my trivia stuff together. And I just don't have enough room on this desk. So stuff ends up next to me on the floor. It's all over the place. I look like Dave Meltzer in the Dark Side of the Ring, with just shit everywhere. So I got to do some reorganizing, and I'm cutting things finally.
Okay.
So
and here I am. I need a new shelf for sure.
I'm definitely cutting the He-Man Origins from Mattel.
Okay.
I already started. We'll get to this in weekly purchase, but I already started getting rid of some of them.
Okay.
And then the Ghostbusters plasma line is what I'm looking at next. I don't know if I'm going to get rid of them, but I'm definitely going to bag them up and tote them. Okay. And Star Wars Black Series, I think, is actually next on my list to bag up and tote. Just feel like I have more space, finish the basement or make another room or something. I'm running out of space, man. I'm running out of space. So
this damn show.
Let's get into the weekly purchases here, man. What do you got? What do you got? You said you got something from Entertainment Earth?
Thanks to Entertainment Earth, I am finally able to yell out Yo Joe. I got my two of my favorite characters. Oh,
Me
you got
too.
Yes.
Aren't we cute? Aren't we cute? We both got them.
Look, twinsies. So 2 of my favorite characters of the entire brand, and that's Lady J and Flint. Flint's got the coolest hat ever. He used to drive around in a convertible when he was off. And Lady J was one of the damn finest women ever. So
there's no Baroness. Baroness
Like-
is still the hottest G.I. Joe chick ever.
Oh, you just like the bad girls. But yeah, so this is I'm happy. I'm happy, like, because these are my first, like, I've been kind of holding off on G.I. Joe for a minute, and I'm like, okay, I'm very
Look
satisfied
good, don't
with
they?
these. Yeah.
The classified series is chef's kiss. Very good stuff. Very good stuff. You get anything else?
That was what I got this week.
All right. I got those two, and I was going back to saying, I was getting rid of the Masters of the Universe. My buddy Chris Dupre, he was looking for Battle Armor, Skeletor, and He-Man, and I had them from the Origins line, so I just traded them straight up. He found me the Lady J and Flint, and he found them in store, so we just traded straight up for the Battle Armor and the Battle Armor He-Man figures, and so that's that with that. And then I got the Ultimate Warrior Royal Rumble figure, which I unboxed on our Instagram. Great figure. Got that from Ringside. I got at the Blitzkrieg Pro Show. Good friend of mine, Jack Purcell, who has a Faces and Heels podcast. It's called. My buddy Jack Purcell, he actually was an inker with comic books he's worked for DC and Marvel.
Nice.
He's a great dude, loves wrestling. So he made this print, which I need to put on our Instagram, for the return of Blitzkrieg Pro, featuring VSK, Brian Myers, and Max Caster from AEW on the print. And then I was able to grab signatures from all three of those guys for that. For the print. So this is probably one of the only new things, like as far as like new wrestling goes, that I have in my collection. And I'm going to save it just because it was it's cool to be part of that show and it coming back and everything, wrestling coming back and stuff. He's got a few of these that you can order signed by him on his Instagram page. I believe his Instagram page is Jack Purcell Inc. Let me just confirm that here real quick. Yep. And or Faces and Heels podcast, and those are up there, and you can get them for $20. Those prints, signed by him. So pretty cool stuff. And then I got another Vader from Target. I ordered two, just to be safe, just because I wasn't sure, and actually sold my second one to Zombie Sailor today. I got the Macho Micro Brawler, and then I got, courtesy of Two Sweet Antiques, at that Blitzkrieg Pro show. Jeff, I think you say his name Shabo. He had some old school magazines. So I got this WCW Ric Flair magazine. This is, where's the date on it? April 1994, baby. But DJ, I got one for you, buddy. Look at this.
What?
I'm gonna send this to you. This is from July of 1992.
Because you're gonna laugh. You want here's the funny part about
you already
that.
have it.
No, I don't. So I went to a house show when that magazine was the latest one, and I bought one at that show back in 19. So I definitely do not have it in my hands. So that actually makes me a very happy guy.
I am a little upset though, because it says free inside two-sided poster of Ravishing Rick Rude. The poster's not in here because I was gonna steal that from you.
That would have been fun. So okay, so while we're in purchases here, like, does it count that like the girl I'm dating, it like literally just texted me from Target and saw some Vaders and asked me if she wanted me to buy one of those. Does that count?
Good for you.
Yes.
Good for you. Keep that one. Don't fuck that up, man.
I'm like, all right, well, Yeah. I was like, yes,
Nice.
please get one of those. So
Nice.
I now have a Vader as well.
Also shout out to Jeff because he hooked my kid up with some cards at that
Yes.
show, and he got like a stack of cards for like $2.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's cool. That's really cool.
And so shout out to him. Check him out. Too Sweet Antiques. Great dude.
Sweet.
But all right, that is it for, unless you got anything else, Deej.
I guess because when I talk about Twitch later, I might as well say I'm getting Mass Effect. Like, so when most people are going to listen to this on Friday, I'm picking it up on Friday. Like, it comes out that day. And it's already paid for and everything. So that might as well be in this too, because I'm going to be like, that's what I like. Every time my PS5 turns on, that's what's going to be spinning. So
Gotcha. All right, man, let's jump into Falls Count Anywhere then. All right, guys, Falls Count Anywhere is brought to you by who's it brought to you by this week? figtease.co.uk, another sponsor of the Run In podcast that you can go check out on runinpod.com. The link is there. The discount code is there. It's actually Run20 for 20% off any order. He makes custom figure shirts. Go check him out. All right, DJ. PlayStation shortages. Me and you got our PlayStation 5, but apparently there are PlayStation 5 shortages all over the country. You know what I say to that? No shit. Because you can't walk into a Target and buy a PlayStation 5 if you want to. You can barely pre-order one online. So, of course, there's shortages. Like, This isn't like new news. This came out on IGN's Instagram. Like, it was like breaking news. And I just was like, it was like 1999 again or 1990 again. And it was just like, no shit, Sherlock. Like, of course there's a shortage.
Are like those, those processors that are needed are also on a shortage. And that's even backing up car production, because there are some software in the car that needs those.
Yep.
And so there's a bunch of cars sitting around, like everything else is made, but they need the chip to put it in there so it works.
It's crazy. Yeah, it says the shortages are expected to continue into 2022. You know what I'm worried about though is that like they're not gonna put all this time and effort into PlayStation 5 games. Like I said it a couple weeks ago, like the show to me, the only thing that seems different than last year's version is that it loads faster. There's nothing else.
Did you play
as far
Spider-Man?
as like I did. My kid has played Spider-Man. It does look awesome, but what I'm saying is Spider-Man was made for the PS5. I'm worried that they're not going to they're going to slow down the production of PS5 games because there's not as many of them out there. So obviously they're not going to make as much money selling a $70 game versus a $60 game.
Right.
That's
you
have
and like you have Ratchet and Clank that just went gold.
Yeah.
And then you have Horizon Zero Dawn, which I think, if I'm not mistaken, sometime during the summer. So, so there's still some games, but like you said, it's probably going to slow some things down. But the one, like the kind of silver lining to that is that now you get a game that will be more refined,
Yeah.
So, like I like how, like, for example, how we're going to get a 2K where they took a year off of making a 2K. So I expect big things from this WWE 2K.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, did you see who made the covers?
I didn't actually. I saw that there was something posted about it.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Sasha?
It is. So there's two different covers. There's one is Sasha and one is McIntyre. Okay.
You know what? I think I'm going to grab the Sasha one.
It depends on, so that tells me that there's probably gonna, we're collectors, right? So if they have some kind of collector's edition.
Yep.
So I'm sure I'm not going to be able to resist it. So whoever's on the cover of the collectors, that's what I will have.
Yeah, I've only bought the collector's edition once, actually.
For
And
Flair.
for the Flair pop and all that Flair
I like
stuff.
the NXT one too. Like I thought that one was pretty cool.
So it depends what it comes with. I don't necessarily need all the extra stuff, but while we're talking about PlayStation 2 and wrestling games, me and you got our copies of Retromania for PlayStation. What do you think so far? How did you play a lot of it, or have you
I've been playing?
Yeah, we just got them yesterday. So
I've been diving in as much as I can. I am just loving the toy ring, like the Hasbro ring. I can't. That's where I've been going. Like every match, I'm like, nope. I want to go to the.
That's the Major Brothers ring.
Yes. I will but as I go out, I know I'm gonna like the studio setting as well.
Yep.
But yeah, it feels familiar. I really. Everything feels familiar from the old WWF game.
Yeah, the WrestleFest. Yep.
Just new characters. I've been I've been Nikita Koloff most of the time. So yeah, I'm having fun with it for sure.
I've only played it twice. I did a battle royal or Royal Rumble. Today I was Brian Myers. I got eliminated super fast. And then I was Legion of Doom in a tag team match and lost again. So I got to get better at it.
The controls it is something to get used to, because especially when you've been playing 2K.
I was just gonna say, I keep trying to use the 2K controls. And I'm like, no, that's not how this game works, dumbass.
Right. No, I had to press pause, look at the control settings, and then go. And I almost have to do it every time I start the game. Whoa, wait a minute. Let me get my mind in the right frame of mind. Right. After the cool entrance, I was like, okay, wait, we're about to wrestle. What do I do again? But it's just it is exactly like how it was in the arcade though.
Yep. I got to backtrack here. I forgot 2 of my weekly purchases. So I'm backing up quite a bit here, but I got Duffman from The Simpsons as a pop today.
Oh,
in the mail.
That's cool.
and then I got this from NECA, the Ninja Turtles accessory pack. The accessory set. Finally.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
It comes with all new turtle heads for all 4.
Right.
Straw hat, street sign, manhole cover, stuffed panda, skateboard, damaged shredder helmet, turtle wax bottle, television, pizza with 4 slices, mutagen canister, 4 baby turtles, bag of corn chips, bag of pork rind, spinning nunchuck with Poe's Michelangelo hand, and a newspaper. It's all stuff from the movie. So I'm very excited about this. Haven't opened it up yet, but I got some shelves for my Ninja Turtles to go inside my Detolf.
So I can
I can finally reorganize that. It's a mess right now.
Yeah, you needed it.
So all right, back to Falls Count Anywhere. He-Man, the Netflix He-Man is coming, man. It's coming. It's coming fast. We talked about the toys last week. This week they put out, there's trailers, there's photos. Actually, I'm sorry, there's no trailer yet. It's just the photos.
Kind of still shots, yeah.
What's your thoughts here so far, man?
Well, I think animators are really starting to get, into the anime style, which is smart. Even though we're miles behind, we're years behind Japan with this, but those are the most popular shows in Japan are anime, right? So and now we just had Invincible, which is basically an anime style, and I'm sure there's some other shows, and then so now to take He-Man, which if you really go to the source material, He-Man is you can have some storylines here. It doesn't have to be the goofy thing that we had in the 80s.
In the 80s, yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be, He-Man could be some heavy stuff if you let it. If you ever read the comic book that comes with the old figures, you would see it was nothing like the comic book was nothing like the show.
Right.
And then we learned why when we watched The Toys That Made Us.
Because it was all bullshit.
Yeah. but it was a little bit more heavy-handed than the cartoon was. So now I think that's what we're gonna get. Like it's gonna be a little bit like kind of like the Transformers, like that's on Netflix now. It's a little bit more heavy-handed and all that, which is fine.
Yep.
We're talking about toys like these folks are having a war basically. So, but yeah, I'm all for it. I am a child of Masters of the Universe, so I do like that it's gonna get. I feel like it's gonna get some justice now.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not an anime fan. So like the anime pictures kind of weird me out a little bit. I get it. It's 2021. But I was saying to one of my buddies tonight, like it's Kevin Smith is putting his name on it. Kevin Smith has a lot to do with it. I don't think it's gonna stink. I'm curious.
He takes it very serious. He takes comic book stuff very seriously.
Yeah, I'm curious how it's gonna hold up versus like the old one. I'll be honest, I watched some of the older ones when they were on Netflix for a little bit, and I was like, these don't really hold up. Like they're weird.
The Filmation ones.
Yeah, just the original cartoons. I was like, I don't know if it's just passed me by or what, but I want this to be good. I want to like it. I'm looking at the cast. Mark Hamill is going to be Skeletor. I like that.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Sarah Michelle Gellar is Tila. Alicia Silverstone is Queen Marlena. Lena Headey is Evil Lynn. Liam Cunningham, Man at Arms. So there's some big names attached to this.
Right.
Although I don't know if Alicia Silverstone is still a big name, but she was at one point.
Big enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big enough.
So I'm excited to see it, but I'm also going in cautious. If that makes sense.
That does make sense. Because again, like it's a beloved brand that you don't want to, you don't want the luster to fall off more. Like we already got that hideous movie. Yeah. That really, I think it took the air right out of Masters of the Universe, like that movie.
Maybe that's what scarred me. Is
I don't blame you. Yeah, I don't blame you.
Is that damn movie?
See, me, it was that the space toy line, like where it was like He-Man in space. That scar, like that's what messed me up. I was like, wait, Eternia is a ship now, and he has like a lightsaber sword. What is going on? So so yeah, so no, that messed me and the movie. Like that combination of things was just like,
I'm definitely giving it a chance. I'll definitely take it in.
Oh, you got it.
Especially I'm just gonna sell all my He-Man toys and then probably regret it when this comes out.
when that comes out. Well, I mean, I don't think it looks like those toys aren't going away anytime soon.
No.
Yeah. So
not at all.
You'll be all right.
Some news for you, man. The Lakers are getting a 9-part docuseries riding the success here of The Last Dance.
Right.
It's gonna feature the Showtime era. So I'm sure you are.
And then doesn't it go into Shaq and Kobe?
Does it? I'm just reading the thing here. This is from NBA.com. Today, Hulu announced that a new expansive 9-part original docuseries chronicling the history of the storied LA Lakers franchise will join the Hulu Originals lineup. Project comes to Hulu from Lakers CEO and controlling owner Jeannie Buss, Emmy award-winning director Antoine Fuqua, in association with Fuqua Films, as well as Haven Entertainment and Los Angeles Media Fund. The series details the past 4 decades of the Lakers and contains colorful and emotional new interviews from over 35 people within the organization. It's Pat Riley, Phil Jackson, Magic Johnson, Shaq, Kareem.
There's going to be some Celtics in that, that.
Oh, I'm sure Larry Bird will be on there and stuff like that. So,
and all those guys that Cedric Maxwell, all those guys are probably going to have some pieces in there because they're part of it. Like they are part of the history.
Right. I'm hoping this is. I mean, it's hard to top The Last Dance. That was so damn good.
Yeah.
But this could be as good. This isn't going to be where I'm sitting there watching it though, going, man, I should have been a Bulls fan as a kid, like I was during the Last Dance. But I'm gonna enjoy this. I've always felt this way. I don't like the Lakers, but I don't hate them. Same thing with the Yankees. Like, I don't hate the Yankees, but I don't like them, and I respect them.
Yeah, I respect the hell out of the Celtics.
However, the Montreal Canadiens I hate.
Well, okay, so yeah,
and the New York Jets. I hate the Jets.
The New York Jets. Okay,
the goddamn Jets.
Yeah, I'm like Chargers and Cowboys. I cannot. Like, no, not ever. Basketball. Like I said, I respect the Celtics, but I don't want them winning any more championships.
Right. Yeah, that's fine.
And like, what teams do I don't know if there's any Clippers. Clippers is like, I hate the Clippers. Damn.
All right. All right.
Hate is a strong word, and I'm using
that.
Hate.
Is a strong word.
Yeah.
So there's no date for this yet. It's in the works sometime in 2022. It doesn't even have a title yet, but
right. No,
thought you'd be excited.
Yep.
Thought you'd be excited about that. And then last thing, Dark Side of Football. We've talked about Dark Side of the Ring. Before. Dark Side of Football is coming. I can't wait to watch this. It actually looks like first episode's out already. Wide receiver Divas.
Yeah, I saw it. I watched it on YouTube, like the 45 minutes that are on there.
Yep.
Yeah, it drew me in, just like Dark Side of the Ring. It drew me in. These Vice knows what they're doing, man. They just know what they're doing. I hope they bring the wrestlers back. That series. I'm sure they didn't get to do COVID and everything. There haven't been any shows. Like, this guy would go to shows in different countries and stuff. So we probably have to wait a while for the wrestlers to come back.
Sure.
But check it out. Like, if you have a way to on demand it and you haven't seen it, highly recommend it. You will get another appreciation for the art of wrestling if you watch this series.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to taking in Dark Side of Football. I think there's going to be some stuff, though, like where the NFL is going to be like, why did you guys put this out there? Not that they have anything to do with it, but still, like, just
Vince had to eat a lot of stuff. So,
yeah. So, and that's it for this week's show, guys. That we ran through a lot there. One of our longer episodes here, but that's all right. That's all right. We gave you some short stuff. Now we're giving you some long stuff. We got to keep you guys on your toes. Exactly. Oh, one last thing. I'm sorry. We didn't get to what you're watching. I haven't really watched anything this week other than the stuff we've already talked about. Me and the wife did not get to watch Nobody. I talked about last week. Not yet. Anyway, our kid had a weekend long baseball tournament.
Oh, of course.
And yeah, so
those sports leagues can just take the weekend.
Dude, Saturday night. So he played 2 games on Saturday, about an hour and 20 minutes away. By the time we got home, we were just beat. Like, we were just like, all 3 of us were just ready for bed.
Yes.
And then Sunday was Mother's Day, and he played in the championship game. They lost in the championship game, but super proud of them. They were down 9-3 at one point. They made a bunch of errors in the first inning, sadly. But they were down 9-3, and they came back, and the final score was 9-7. So, so super proud that they didn't just give up. But the point is like, we came home Mother's Day. It was the same thing. I had a hockey game at 9:30, and I just was like beat when I got home. It takes a lot out of you to cheer on those little kids.
Yes,
but I didn't watch anything this week, really, as far as outside of the stuff that we talked about. What about you?
Right. So in addition to the stuff that we talked about, I did Netflix started some series that I wanted to see. So it's part 2 of the Zelina series, like about the singer Zelina. If you haven't seen this, you can start at part 1 and then come right up to now we're on part 2. It's hard to watch because it's like watching a ticking time bomb, basically, because you know what's going to happen at the end. You're going to cry. And they're making you fall in love with this woman again as you watch this show. So it's kind of tough to start going through the episodes, because it's like, man, one of these episodes, you know what's going to happen.
Yep.
And then there's a new, like a sitcom kind of series, the Upshaws, with if you like comedian Mike Epps and Wanda Sykes. They're both in it. I like that it's a it's everything sitcom except that like they let it fly with the language. Like they're not on network TV, so they say everything. and with people laughing and you hear the audience laughing and everything. So I thought that was pretty cool, and I've been watching that. So yeah, but not especially with my show Invincible, I've already made it to the end of it, so I had to find something.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I don't have time. It's crazy. Sports, work, trivia.
Yeah.
But hopefully I'll dive into something else this week.
Right.
But yeah, that officially wraps up our show. We got a few shout outs here. The Fig Cave podcast, our boy Phil Gentile. No episode from him this week. He's on vacation with the wife and kid. They ran away for a little bit. Yep. But check out his shows that are in the archives, and don't forget, he's got a deal over at Collar and Elbow for you. Great wrestling shirts. I still keep saying I got to put an order together. I'm waiting for a specific hoodie to come back into stock before I make my order. So,
okay.
Waiting on that, but they got great stuff, and they got deals with wrestlers like the Good Brothers, the Major Brothers, Rory Fox. There's all kinds of stuff on there. So go on to collarandelbowbrand.com and order a couple shirts. You can get 10% off by using the code CAVE over there. Go ahead and do that. Make sure you check out Figure Collections, of course, figurecollections.com/shop, and you can use the code RUN10 to save 10% on your Cella retros.
Yes,
and
sir.
Coming soon, guys. Bull Nakano will be up there for pre-order.
Yes.
As well as Ethan Page should be up there soon as well. Of course, we want you to check out our guy Buy Sell Trade Toys. Make sure you're following him on Instagram. Make sure you retweet our pinned tweet with all our episode info for this week's show. If you do that, if you retweet it, you'll be entered to win the Adam Cole Amazon exclusive Fan Takeover Elite. And if you share it on Instagram, just make sure you tag us and put it in your story. Put it in your profile. Just tag us, and you can enter on both. So if you retweet on Twitter, you can also share on Instagram and get double the entries. Just make sure you do both. And again, make sure you tag us on Instagram so that we see it and can throw you into the contest. And we're going to do that every single week. Make sure you follow the Call Up. That's Kenny's show. It's at the Call Up on Instagram. He's got wrestling news up there. And then, of course, you can check out his YouTube channel, WrestleGeddon Podcast, Coming Down the Aisle Podcast, Turnbuckle Tavern, Buy Sell Trade Toys we mentioned already. And you can use the code RUN10 for 10% off. Keystone Collectibles, Heroes Hideout. All those codes are available at runinpod.com as long as the discount codes and the websites for those. So hit up that runinpod.com. Follow us on Twitter. It's at runinpodcast. Follow us on Instagram at the runinpod. Subscribe on YouTube, youtube.com/the runinpodcast. Subscribe on iTunes, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen. Write a review. Give us a rating. Help us out. Spread the word.
5 stars. Anything less than 5 stars, you're hating.
Yeah, it's true. That is 100% true. My Twitter and Instagram is at Tommy Paradise. It's PAIRODICE. DJ, hit him with yours.
All right. So Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch. That's Fig Night 27, FIGKNIGHT 27. And on Twitch this weekend, like I said, I'm getting Mass Effect, so you could bet your life that when I go live, it will be a session of me running around on Mass Effect.
I love it. And speaking of Twitch, friend of the show, Mike Landum, is working on putting a Twitch channel together for the Run In podcast. Once we have that, we are going to set up the show league. So if you want to be a part of that, you got to join the Fig Cave. It's thefigcave.com, and we'll get a league going. It's free for the show over on PlayStation or Xbox or wherever you're playing it. So if you want to be a part of that, you can head over to thefigcave.com. More details on that coming soon, though.
That's cross playing, right? Because you can.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm thinking like mid-June we'd start that league. So
Okay.
you got some time, but you definitely want to be ready when we're exactly. So that's it for this week's edition of the Run-In Podcast, guys. Next week is episode number 50. Not quite a year
50.
yet, but we're getting there. Episode number 50.
The David Robinson episode.
That's right. Or the Mookie Betts episode.
Mookie Betts.
I am a very tired Tommy Paradise.
And it's your boy DJ that's about to start playing some games after this.
And this has been the Run-In Podcast. Good night.